So, we're going to work on your prime factorization. You can use this video as a review if you don't quite remember exactly what it is you're doing. So, here we go. When we're trying to find the prime factorization of a number, let's use a number like 28. What we're trying to do is remove factors that are prime. So, if you don't remember your prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, not 9, because 9 has a factor of 3. 3 times 3 makes 9. 11. We'll just stop there. If we needed more, we'd go higher, but most of the time you're going to be able to do it with one of those. We need to start pulling out any of these numbers that go into 28. And there's lots of different ways we can do this. I personally like to start with the lowest ones first and move my way over. And I just keep trying those lowest ones until they don't work anymore, and then I'll use one slightly bigger. So to do that, does 2 go into 28? I know it does because 28 is even. So now I'm looking at 28. 28 is 2 times something. What is that something? If you don't know, get out your calculator, do 28 divided by 2. If you do know, you're going to know it's 20, or 28 is 2 times 14. So now I check this new row. Does it equal 28? It does. 2 times 14 is 28. So I'm good. I'm going to keep going down like this. 2, and then 14 is going to split up with prime numbers. I'll use the lowest I can again. Does 2 go into 14? It does. So now 2 times something else makes 14. It's 7. 2 is prime. 2 is prime. 7 is prime. They're all prime, so that's going to be my prime factorization. 2 times 2 times 7. Now, when I'm done, when I have all my prime numbers figured out, if I wanted to, I totally could have been without part of this. All of that part there could be gone. I could just stop right there with that 2 because I know that that 2 is prime. Either way, I go to the end of each chain, the 2, and the 7. I write them down here like this, and then I check to make sure that equals 28. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 7 is 28. I know that this is right. I know that this is done. All the numbers are prime. That's the prime factorization. I just want to show you that there's more than one way to do these things. So I could look at 28 again, but maybe this time I don't want to start with 2. Maybe a lot of people are going to look at 28 and they're going to think, oh, I know something that equals 28. It's 4 times 7. So they're going to go like that. 4 times 7 is 28. And that's totally right. Now the only difference is that you have to make sure these numbers are prime. 4 is not prime, so I'm going to have to keep going down here. 7 is prime, so I can stop. What makes 4? Well, I know 2 goes into 4, so that's 2 times 2. And now I still end up with the same prime factorization when I'm done, because 2 is prime, that 7 was already prime. I check to make sure it equals 28. 2 times 2 times 7 is 28, so I'm good to go. So again, it doesn't really make a difference how you get there, as long as you can get these chains all the way down to prime numbers.